Welcome to Baazex weekly market update from our office here in Dubai, sunny Dubai as always. This week is likely to be too much busy. We will have a lot of news and economic numbers. But last week was busy as well. Gold, by the way, is trading at 3,820 per ounce. It's a new record high for gold. But silver increased by more than 6% last week. And it was the best weekly gains since last April. And seven consecutive weekly gains in silver were the best weekly gains in 5 years. So silver is trading today at $46.9 per ounce, the highest level in 14 years. So silver is trading at the highest level in 14 years. Natural gas increased by 13%. So just imagine that we have silver is up by 6%. Natural gas is up by 13%. And how would the inflation go down? Actually, the inflation will remain, or is likely to remain, very sticky, and is likely to remain higher than the target of the central banks. Central banks always said before that we will have 2% as inflation target. It's unlikely to be achieved anytime soon. But this week, we will have on Tuesday, ECB chairwoman Lagarde speech. And on Friday, we will have the speech from Bank of Japan governor and the Bank of England governor as well. So it's going to be busy. But the most important news in this week will be US job market. So ADP employment on Wednesday, private sector, and non-farm payroll on Friday. Non-farm payroll, labor force participation, and employment on Friday. And on Wednesday, we will have CPI numbers from Eurozone as well. So it's going to be busy. But let me tell you one thing, which is very important actually. Oil increased by 4% last week, and it's trading at $65 per barrel, which is a gain. So can you imagine that we have higher oil prices with higher gas prices, so inflation is likely to be sticky, which is very important. That's why the mission of the central bank is likely to be much complicated by reducing the interest rate. So the Federal Reserve is likely to cut the interest rate, yes, but for how much the percentage, for how many times in 2025, that's going to be very big, important questions in the coming weeks. On Friday, as I said, non-farm payroll will be very important. So it's right that the Federal Reserve is likely to cut. But the question now, is the US job market going to have a very weak numbers, or weaker or stronger? That's very important to question, because if we have weaker numbers, then the shifting in the market is likely to focus on how many times that the Federal Reserve is likely to cut. And is the Federal Reserve going to be too much aggressive? That's going to be very important to question on Friday. So expect a lot of volatility, higher volatility started from Wednesday. And by the way, dollar index increased by 0.6% in the last week, and somehow recovering. It's not much full recovery, but it's a kind of taking profit or correction, technical correction in euro and in JBB. So focus on dollar index as well, because dollar index, by the way, is still down by 10% in 2025. And the weakness in dollar index reflects very global shifting in market sentiment, okay? Not because the Federal Reserve rate cut. No, it's because of the trust. So now it's no longer about the economy. It is about the trust in U.S. policy. It's about the trust in Trump's trading policies as well. There's no much trust in Federal Reserve. There's a big question now about the independence of the Federal Reserve. As you may know, that Trump has tried to change the Federal Reserve governor many times before, and he wanted to appoint many new members as well. So there's a very important question in America about the independence of the Federal Reserve, and that's why dollar index remained under pressure. So expect higher volatility ahead, and make sure you follow Baazex social media outlet on X, on YouTube, and on Telegram. We are sending daily trades on Telegram as well, so you may get benefit from these trades. Thank you very much.